420, and I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now, Happy New Year. I know it's tomorrow, but it'll be this time tomorrow before I talk to you again. So, thought I'd go ahead and give you one today. Well, hope everybody's doing okay. I'm your host, you might say, 420 Jim. For those that don't know, yes, that's my legal name. No, I didn't have cool parents. I had a judge change it back in 2019. I figure if you're going to talk the talk, walk the walk. You know what I mean? I don't have time for BS in my life. Just like nobody belongs in jail for weed, you know? And March 1st of 2014, I hit the road with the original cannabis, a different RV, to do just that, to help get our cannabis prisoners free. Now, here in a couple months, March 1st, I'm going to start out on my 11th year fighting to get our cannabis prisoners out of state and federal jails. Now, most states, or not most, a few of the states have let their cannabis prisoners free, like New Mexico and Arizona, but they haven't let any federal prisoners free. That's where people forget. State law says one thing, federal law says another. State law says you can have a firearm and cannabis in their state. But federal law says, no, you can't. If we catch you, we're going to put you in prison like we did Hunter Biden for having a class 1 narcotic. Hunter had a class 2. So it's time to wake up, fools. Tomorrow, today, whatever, they can take our gun rights away. Why do you think they're keeping marijuana a class 1 narcotic? You don't believe me? Just look it up. Because I just showed someone. We just went through all this. I looked it up for him and all. Hey, Skinny, nice to see you. Happy New Year. So if you look it up, as of right now, cannabis is still a class 1 narcotic, hallucinogenic, no medical value. She says, wow, I didn't think that. Absolutely. And I said, guess who owns the medical patent on it? She said, I didn't even know there was one. I went to Google and I said, hey, Google, who owns the medical patent on cannabis? You know what it tells you, right? The United States government. It's kind of an oxymoron, isn't it? They own the patent 663057 or something like that since 1971, and yet they say no medical value. Well, how the hell do you own a medical patent and claim it to be no medical value? That's our government for you. So that's what that POP petition would do. It will help get it out of the class 1. You know, a lot of people think that class 1 is the smallest. It's the hardest. It means there's absolutely no medical value, and it is very, very, very addictive. And that's a lie. Cocaine is a class 2. Hey, I used to be a cokehead. That's very, very addicted. But it was only a class 2. So when you tell people that marijuana is class, they think that it's going down. No. Class 1 is the highest class narcotic there is. Then you go down to class 2, which is like heroin, meth, coke and stuff. Then you go down to class 3, and it gets into like your Darvons and your Valiums and stuff, all the way to a class 5. Cannabis should be not in any of them. Cannabis should be, you know, other than kids getting it, you know, it should be sold just like aspirin, you know. Aspirin is more dangerous than cannabis, and I can prove it. Any aspirin, any Tylenol, any of that stuff you take is more dangerous than cannabis. Most of the groceries you eat, I can prove, is more dangerous than cannabis. Read the labels, what's in them, you know. Yeah, good old Uncle Sam. There's no money in healing and cures, you know. There's no money in that. They want to keep you sick and get a pill for a pill for a pill. Have an observation there or whatever. You know, I had my first operation ever at 65. I just turned 66 yesterday. I've had my first surgery ever at age 6. I was 65 then. Hey, Black Story. Oh, yeah. Aspirin will kill you. Cannabis won't. Well, anyhow, I had my very first surgery ever in my life. And when they're prepping me, you know, and getting ready to put me under and stuff, they asked me, you know, what surgeries have I had before and whatnot. And I said, I've never had a surgery. And they're like, never, nothing? And I'm like, no. And they were all surprised. Like people at 65 should have had at least 1 or 2 surgeries by now. They were literally like surprised. And it surprised me that they thought I should have had a surgery in my life by now. Get what checked? Hang on. What do you want me to get checked? Black Straw, what do you mean get that checked? Get what checked? Yeah, but you believe everything you read. I thought someone said on there about aspirin will make your stomach bleed. It will, but yeah, cannabis won't. You know, hey, they are some people that can't. You know, that maybe they have something in their system that it rejects it. But I call bullshit on that. I call bullshit on it. I really do. And this comes from somebody that smoked cannabis for 50 years now. Okay, for 50 years. Willie Nelson can't out-smoke me. I'll keep up with him, and the same as old Snoop Dogg. Just let him come. I'd love to party with him. Okay? I'm 420 Jim for a reason, and that's my legal name. Well, I don't care if he grows it. Don't put chemicals in it to make people's stomach bleed and stuff. Regular cannabis is not hydroponically grown and grown in chemicals. Won't cause your stomach to bleed and stuff. But nowadays, I'm not saying it can't happen, because nowadays a lot of this stuff is not grown like God. It's not grown in the soil. It's grown in chemicals and stuff. They were 2 guys that were using bat guanum. One bought some, you know, wherever you buy it, and the other one went up in his attic and got a bunch because he had a bat infestation. They both died. That wasn't the cannabis. That was the poison put in that cannabis. But the only way you're going to, get hurt from cannabis is people putting stuff on it like fentanyl. Or like our government. Back in the 70s, our gracious government put paraquat on it. An insecticide. And you know what? Some of the little rich kids, their sons and daughters, started dying from it. And they said, oh shit, quit doing that. Yeah. Because their own kids did it and whatnot. And they were killing off their own kids, putting paraquat on the pot. Hey, I might have an answer. I might have an answer. But hey, Skinny, it don't surprise me. Like I told you, the 2 people that used the bat guanum and they died from it. It was whatever they used was real bad. Oh yeah. Oh, the food you eat nowadays is not food. Other countries won't sell a lot of our food. Or if you get a box of Cheerios from the other country that we send them, and a box from our country that we come from the same plant, but the one shipped over, there's ingredients and they are not listed on their box. Totally different list of ingredients. Yeah, there's countries that won't let that genetically modified bullshit there or nothing. Most of the food we eat nowadays is not real whatsoever. Absolutely right. Can you sub to my... I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. If I can sub... your name. So, I don't know. No idea. I still don't know what you mean. YouTube channel what? See, I'm new to this YouTube stuff. I have no idea what you're talking about. I normally have done all my stuff on Facebook for the last 10 years. The 10 years that I've been on the road, I've been on Facebook. I keep, subscribe? Yeah, okay. Right on. Yeah. Yeah, I get all my stuff on Facebook. And by the way, when I say I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk, check that out, my friends. First name 4, middle name 20, last name Jim. And yes, that is a legal driver's license. So if you want to help not just me out, I get my blessings when I leave this planet, but help me bless the people who are in jail for pot possession. All you got to do is click that, scan it, take a screenshot, and then scan it. Or look up 420-JIM. Get on my website. Go to my Facebook. Type in FOURTWENTYJIM on Facebook. And then you can sign the elderly abuse petition while you're at it. And I'd really, 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 really appreciate it. If you'd like to get a decal made for you that's going to go all the way to DC and back, all you got to do is make a little donation and tell me, you want a heart, a cross, a marijuana leaf, whatever, and what you want it to say. And I probably can hook you up with that. I still have all the windows and stuff to do. Well, thank you. It's a 1987 Winnebago. That's why I just renamed it the Cannabago. If you search out online, it was called the Cannabus 2. So if you used to hashtag Cannabis 2 or do a search on Cannabis 2, that's this vehicle with this has got the new paint job. I just put it on. A friend of mine gave me $20 and said, put this on there. I love that. 1 cross, 3 nails equal forgiven. And the only reason I'm off the road is I had retinal eye surgery. I had my retina detached. That's basically like the movie screen falling down. You can't see nothing when that happens. That's the only way I can explain it. You lose eyesight totally. So the first surgery, they put a gas bubble in my eye. Well, they repaired it and put a gas bubble in my eye, and that didn't work. In 5 to 6 weeks, when the gas bubble was just almost all the way gone, my vision went blurry again. So 3 days later, they put me back in the hospital, and they take my eyeball out, take it out and play with it, put a rubber band around it, and fill it full of silicone oil after they repair it. And I don't think you can tell at the point and whatnot, but I'm looking through a silicone oil and stuff. I see black and white and hazy and stuff out of this eye. But at least I got some sort of a sight right now. But next week, I get my eye surgery. I'm having 2 in the same day on the eye. The first one's going to come in and repair the retina. It's already been repaired. I'm sorry. He's going to make sure the retina is repaired. He's going to take the eye out of my socket, take the rubber band off, and rinse the oil out. They got to put a needle in, rinse all that oil out and whatnot, drain it out. and then he's going to put it back in, and then he's going to step aside, and a cataract surgeon is going to do my cataract in that eye. So next week, you'll see me bandaged up for a couple of days, and hopefully everything will go okay. The thing is, with eye retina, you're either going to have sight of some sort or you're going to be blind in that eye. That's a good question there, Kelly. Neither one. Neither one. I didn't know I had a detached retina or nothing. I thought that I had a cataract. Otherwise, I would have went in there quicker than I did. Your eye dies. When that retina detaches, it starts to die. And there's a certain timeline to where they can attach it up or whatever. But no, it didn't go totally black. And it didn't go totally white. Like in the corner of the eye here was like somebody had their thumbnail up there. And I had that in my vision. And that's what made me go in. And they caught it. And now had it totally dropped down, because at that point it was just, torn. Had it totally dropped down, yeah, I think it would have been black, no vision. Because according to my surgeon and stuff, if it detaches and they can't get it, and this is, their last attempt, pretty much, because they tried it twice. They tried it with the gas, now they're going to try it with the oil, and then gas when the oil comes out. If it's just that bad, yeah, it's going to go black. I will lose total vision in that eye. That eye actually, they can keep the eye alive, but I won't have no vision or nothing in it. But if you don't catch it in time and the eye dies, that's when you have to get a prosthetic or, go without an eye at all. So I wish people do what I didn't even think of. Take care of your eyes and stuff. I never even thought about my eyes or nothing until I had this detachment. And now it's like, wow, I never even thought about it. And we all take that for granted, most of us in life. We don't think about that person that lost a leg, an arm, an eye or something. And I tell you, it humbles you really, really, really quick. It'll humble you. Have I ever been married? Yeah. I was married. I ran with the carnival for a few years, and I was 38 and married a 19-year-old, and we was married for 7 years. And I'm not proud of it. I'm the one that ended the relationship because I couldn't get away from cocaine. So that was my fault. Of course, back in them days, I'd blame it on her, because she'd bring me the cocaine and stuff. But, I'm still, I learned to take responsibility for my life and my life choices. And I was the problem because she didn't do cocaine or nothing. And to make me happy, she would let me do it or get it for me or whatever. And if you really love someone, you don't do that. It enables them, and then they get to use that crutch. Well, you gave it to me, and this, that, and the other. And when it rolls down to it, don't matter who gave it to you, you still had the choice. Instead, the God thing, you had that choice, that free will choice. Well, I'm optimistic that I'm going to have a little sight in this eye because, like I say, right now, I cover this eye. It's blurry, but I've got an eye full of oil. And I see a little bit of color, but you don't see color. Kind of hard to explain. But once they rinse that oil out, I should get the color and all. And, if they put a gas bubble in it, it's going to take another 5 weeks to find out. If they don't put a gas bubble in it, see, I don't know what they're doing until it happens. It could be as quick as 2 weeks. But I've got to get that oil out and stuff, and then let the eye, without any, because that oil and the rubber band is what's holding the eye together and taking all the pressure, I guess, off the retina and stuff. So until they clean it out and all, I don't know if it's going to tear again or not. So just something that I'm going to leave up to the good Lord. no matter a month after surgery and whatnot, I'll either get good vision, partial vision, or no vision in this eye. But then I'm going to have the surgery done on this eye. Thank the good Lord above, this one has nothing to do with the retina. I have a little piece of skin growing onto the eyeball. I forget what the doctor said it was. There's a term for it. And a little tiny cataract. Well, he said, I'm not worried about that little cataract. And he said, if I take that skin that's trying to grow on your eye, I guess, he said, that's the problem. And you'll probably have good vision then. And so I'm like, cool. And he showed me a picture of it, you know. Of course, it just looked like a little piece of skin laying against my eyeball. But I should for sure at least get one good eye. Yeah, if the good Lord wants me to have two, I will. If not, that's okay. You can drive on one eye. I mean, I'm legal to drive right now. You know, I still have one good eye. I have good enough vision that, you know, the eye doctors say I can drive. As long as I feel like it. But I want to get the eyes fixed before I head out across country again. That I do. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Excuse me while I read like this. I'm sitting here. I put a little post out here. I'm in a little community outside of Phoenix. It's called Black Canyon City. Little bitty town outside of Phoenix. Really nice people and whatnot. I put a New Year's post out, you know, because I do live in the community for a few months getting this eye done. You know, a lot of people, ooh, marijuana man and stuff, you know. So I introduced myself to the community when I got here on their billboard and whatnot. And today I made a post that, you know, anybody in the Black Canyon area or whatever, if they'd like to come by, I'd like to tell them, you know, Happy New Year, of course. And then I have these little figurines that I like to hand out. And they're just little baby statues of Jesus, like a baby Jesus. And my post says, you know, come by anytime today or tomorrow, which they can. But if anybody comes by today or tomorrow, I plan on giving them one of those. You would be surprised what a smile these little guys bring to someone. Adults, kids, you name it. And every time I make a person smile, it makes my heart smile. So that's what I'm doing. I've had a couple come by. Probably a few more this evening and some tomorrow. I don't know. I'll put the post out again tomorrow. I might actually let people start tagging the motorhome as of tomorrow that come by. I think I'll make a post saying that. And what I mean by that is, see all this writing like on the door and stuff? The whole motorhome looks like that. Next year, this time next year, there will be 10,000 signatures on this motorhome. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. All the white area will have just literally thousands of signatures on it, because that's how I keep her on the road. I mean, there's no organization, no dispensary, none of that behind me. Never has been. I'm not the cannabis prisoner party, none of that. I don't have none of that backing. Yet I started way before any of them. This has been me out of my pocket. Now it's out of my retirement and what the good people that I meet across the land do. And that's how we do it. Whether a person donates a dime, a dollar, a roach, a hug, I'll let them write on the canvas and Cannabago. And then they get, you know, can take a picture of it and all. So follow me along if you can. I'm going to be more and more and more on YouTube. Every day I'm trying to do a 420 on YouTube. I was doing a every day on Facebook, but I'm going to start skipping a day or two on Facebook. But if you follow me on Facebook, you can go there and see everywhere I've been for the last 5 years or so. Even though it's been 10 years I've been on the road, I've had to make different Facebook pages and stuff because of who I am. TikTok, Right now, I'm just starting to build up a TikTok channel a little bit. It used to be before, every time they seen my vehicle or anything, they gave me a community violation. So I'm one of them. I hope they do ban TikTok. That thing's gotten more, it's got more censorship than Facebook. And Facebook was bad. So if you want to follow me on Facebook, there you go. If you want to make a New Year blessing, $1 or $2 for gas, cool. God bless you. Most of all, got to sign them petitions. And there may be a third petition coming out right after my eye surgery. And that petition will involve the FBI. And that's all I'm going to say on that right now. But it will involve the FBI. That's about it. Oh, goodness sakes. Anybody got any more questions, comments, or concerns that they'd like to ask? Now's the time. Let's go inside and sit down a minute. Woo. Here's one of my fur babies. Hi, fur baby. Hi, what's up, Lilu? Oh, you're a good girl. Hi. Woohoo. Remember you? JT. Oh, I don't know. JT Badass. I don't know. You're not from South Dakota, are you? I know a JT from South Dakota. Michigan. No, I don't remember offhand. I'm sorry. I was hoping you was JT Thompson, a good friend from South Dakota. That was back out there when I held the first cannabis event ever done at Mount Rushmore. Oh, okay. Right on, right on. Well, right on. I appreciate that. I do. It's not for me, as you know. It's for cannabis prisoners. I don't get nothing out of this. A bad eye, a headache, and that's about it. What do I get out of this? I mean, I spend every money I make every month on just doing this. And what little I collect while I'm out getting signatures and stuff, that's to travel to D.C. to get the attention and stuff. Hell, there's a couple times, you break down, you have to beg for $100 here and there to get fixed and whatnot. A lot of people think, oh, you're making all kinds of money and this, that, and the other. That's how I've lost a couple of friends. They think that you make money out of this or something. Nah. Now, if I could build up this YouTube, yeah, but as you can see, I'd have less than 200 followers. I'm not going to make no money at that. TikTok, yeah. That's where the money is. And if I could be on TikTok and show the videos and all the stuff I got, man, but see, TikTok won't have nothing to do with that leaf behind me. Nothing at all. Oh, it should have never been taken away. It should be legal everywhere in the United States of America. Number one, the feds should get the hell out. They have no right to be in it. The only reason the feds are in it is for gun control. Nobody can have marijuana and a gun and ammunition under federal law. Some states they say, "Oh, sure you can." Yeah, yeah. Have a gun and go where the VA or go out hunting or something on federal land. BLM. Get caught with this and a gun. They're going to pull a Hunter Biden on you. That's exactly what they're going to do, and they're going to do it legally. Yeah. Why else would they keep it a Class 1 narcotic? I mean, I've been fighting that Class 1 classification for 11 years now. Okay? If you look up, because I just had a lady come by and we just done it. I done it for her because she was, kind of dense in it. So I was showing her. And I'm like, Google, what is marijuana? What class of drug is marijuana as of right now? Because everybody thinks that Biden or Trump or whatever has changed it. No, they have not. As of an hour ago, it is a Class 1 narcotic, hallucinogenic, no medical value, and is considered to be very, very addictive. Now, Hunter Biden, his drug was a Class 2, cocaine. And see, that's the thing. Everybody thinks that the higher up the numbers are, the less. The higher the number, the higher the penalty. Your Valium and all the little drugs, those are down in a Class 4 and Class 5. Class 2 is cocaine because there's a medical value to it, they say. But meth, heroin, and cannabis are all no medical value. Well, if that's true, which I said, okay, now I done prove that. So you know this, right? And yeah, okay. I said, well, how about this? And I said, Google, who owns the medical patent on cannabis? Yeah, Google that one. That'll knock your socks right off. Remember, the government, since 1971, has declared Class 1 narcotic, hallucinogenic, no medical value. But what they did that same year, when they made it the Class 1 narcotic, yeah, you know why? So nobody could research the plant. If they researched it, they would go to prison for violating patent laws. They weren't worried about going to prison for it was the patent laws that they would go to prison for. That's how they kept it hush, 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 hush all this time. But it is a Class 1 narcotic, hallucinogenic, no medical value, and the government, since 1971, has held the medical patent on it. Now, that ain't the biggest oxymoron is, I don't know. You tell me. How the hell can we let any of them, Trump, Biden, any of them, how can we let our U.S. government say it has no medical value? And then over here say, well, we own the medical patent on it, though. Yeah, release all of our prisoners, federal and state. If they're in jail for pot alone, they need to be free. It's the stupidest thing in the world for this to continue on. And if I can get the numbers behind me, because if you really search me out and whatnot, when Trump was in office before, I've been by a couple of his rallies and stuff. I guarantee you he knows what this looks like and all. You get them signatures, get me back on and send me to Washington, D.C. and represent again this year. I think Trump will take it out of the Class 1 for sure. He might keep it in a class, which is wrong, but he needs to take it out of Class 1 as soon as he gets in office. And release our cannabis prisoners. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. And I'd have to say, if he did that, damn, he's making America great again. You know, it's time we stand up to this stupid bullshit. Anyhow, catch me on my Facebook if you like. I'll be there at 7 p.m. Everything right now is Mountain Standard Time, so it's almost 5. So 2 hours from now, I'll be on Facebook. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. If you like, catch me there. And good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. I'll be back tomorrow. Anybody got any last questions before I take off? Now would be the time to post it, because I'm going to take a vape hit or two, and then I'm going to switch over. Woo. Ooh, that's good. Hey, my friends, you can catch me over on Facebook. Look up 420 Jim, FOURTWENTY JIM. I'll be live in a couple hours, 7 o'clock, good Lord willing. Or you catch me back here tomorrow. Please, people. I know a lot of people can't donate and help, and that's cool. I understand the economy. I really do. But there is something you can do that don't cost nothing. Nothing at all. You hit the like button, the subscribe button, and make a comment. Good, bad, indifferent, say no to whatever. Any interaction you do bumps the algorithm up and will get me out there into a lot more people. Okay? And that helps me so I can help others. Please remember, it's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream. United, we stand. We can't fall. Never forget, my 2 fur babies, Jack and Lilu, love you. I love you. And the man above loves you. Hope to see you tonight on Facebook and tomorrow here. Till then, peace out, everybody.